Hi guys. Uh, God, I've just sort of like been on the internet all day. I'm currently in late night mode, so I'm like always online, like just browsing through everything. And God, I just found out that Chester from Linkin Park. I'm sorry, I'd screw up his last name, but I just won't say it. Anyway, Chester, the lead singer of Linkin Park, killed himself by suicide, by hanging. This is, this is shocking to me, because, growing up, like, at the age of 10, I think around 10, 10, I really started to get into, music as a whole. Before that, I was just a video guy and liked my movies, liked my kid movies and all that. I didn't really pay attention to music as much because I thought it was just music. It was adult things or something like that. My childlike brain was sort of like that, saying. Anyway, the first thing I got into that was music was Linkin Park. I loved songs like In the End and just the hard rock of Numb, and but also just the feeling of it. I'm pretty sure every Linkin Park fan can like resonate with what I'm saying. It's like Linkin Park was more than just the sounds and music and lyrics. It was the feeling that they controlled with their music, that they could just in some ways uplift you, and at the same time they could make you really dig deep down inside yourself. This is terrible news because I've always, even today, I'm still a big Linkin Park fan despite how much they've changed and all that. I don't care. I've always thought it's not healthy to turn your back on someone that you loved from your childhood. I really don't think that, unless something that inspired you entertainment wise. And as much as they've evolved into certain music styles, I just supported them all because I know, I will admit I'm not exactly the biggest fan of their latest album, but I do like a lot of their songs in that one, especially I especially like friggin' sorry, the shock has got to me. I can't even remember the songs' names. I used to listen to Linkin Park all the time as a kid because I'd annoy my mum with listening to the music because, kids these ages, they always listen to this and that crap. Linkin Park was just always there to give me that feeling, to give me that rush of adrenaline, to give me that rush of excitement, that interest, and I could always link Linkin Park's songs to something I could always involve myself with, because every time I was trying to look for some things, every time I was trying to study hard in school, or do something with writing films, or just stories in general, or just ideas in general, or just when I was down, that Linkin Park was always the soul of it. And Chester, of course, was the big frontman for all of that. So it's shocking because looking back at a lot of his songs, he does take a lot of his songs in from a lot of anger and sadness, I suppose, but I just never thought he's still on top of the world in many cases. Linkin Park is still the go-to thing for music and rock, I suppose. At least in my opinion, they are. They're still the go-to band like as far as like popularity goes in the rock charts and all that. Linkin Park is still the one that you look at. So it's anyway. I'm gonna just like listen to a few songs in dedication to Chester. I hope everything like with his family and all that well. It's it's very sad. Oh, rest in peace, Chester. Thank you, thank you for making my childhood and even now, like, thank you for your music, your talent, and you know, I didn't know you personally, but thank you just for giving what you could, because it all helped. It really did. I'm just sorry it couldn't help you.